All right, guys, thanks for coming out. Appreciate you covering us. So great opportunity here with Maryland coming to town. We came out of the Illinois game. It was a physical game. We're a little banged up, but we're going to rally up and get ready to play. And by Saturday, our guys are going to be prepared and physically and mentally and emotionally ready to go. And we'll go out and give it every ounce of energy we got. So with that, I'll open for questions.
Greg, you're a defensive coach, obviously. Has this year been more frustrating than others, just not being able to get that side of the ball going for you personally?
When you're as a head coach as many years as I've been, you kind of lose that, whether you're offensively or defensive or your special teams. You become everything after a while, right? Did I come up in the ranks as a defensive coach? Absolutely. I love defense. I think we're getting better on defense. I just think that until you make some big steps, it doesn't show in the results, but there is incremental improvement going on all over the place. I'm hoping that this week it surfaces in a way of results. It did a little bit at Purdue. We were a little bit better. We're actually a little bit better at some things Saturday, believe it or not. It's just the talent of the guy behind center really kind of negated whatever improvements we've been able to make. Like, he was special from the first drive on, but that's life. That's what you play in the Big Ten, and we just need to get better. We're to the point where we can do it against that level of competition and be successful defensively. So that's our hope this week. Certainly have a huge challenge. Young quarterback, but immensely talented. We know him well. We recruited him out of Bishop Spalding High School, a great program down there. Malik is everything you want in a quarterback. He's big, he's strong, got great arm talent, tremendous human being, everything you want in a quarterback. So we have our hands full. Certainly they had a tough game against a very good Indiana team. So both teams are going to be looking to come out and rebound, and that's going to be the great challenge that we're up against.
Staying on actually their quarterback, does anything that he does as a freshman really impress you, that you look at the film and you say, wow, for a guy his age, that's pretty impressive and something you don't see a lot?
A lot of things. Yeah, and that's the reason that he's playing. I mean, they have other quarterbacks in the program. He's a really good player. And arm talent, foot talent, noggin, the whole deal. I think he's, we thought that of him coming out of high school. We thought he was the complete package, an incredible human being too. So when you put all that together, it's what you look for in a quarterback.
Greg, a repeated pillar of the Rutgers culture is CHOP, guys focusing on their job 100% of the time. There's been a couple mental errors here and there. Why do you think guys aren't living up to that CHOP mentality?
Well, CHOP is absolutely what you say, Richie. It's the ability to stay focused on the spot over and over and over again. But human beings aren't perfect, right? So when you make mistakes as coaches, you have to evaluate the reason. Sometimes we're the reason, right? So we have to change something we're doing. Sometimes it's the player that's the reason. Sometimes it just happens. Things, sometimes the opponent makes you make a mistake. But you constantly evaluate and you just try to fix. That's what I think coaches do, is they identify and then fix.
I know the defensive line hasn't put up the raw, gaudy numbers, but a guy like Eric O'Neal has really come up and made some big plays in the last few games. How have you seen him grow as a leader in that room and as a player since he's gotten here?
I think what Eric's tried to do is really rise to the occasion of Big Ten football, and I think he's doing that every week better and better and better. He's making plays, as you said. I thought Saturday may have been his best game as a Rutgers player. Very productive. And I love the way he approaches things. He's an all about it football player. He loves football. And I do well with guys like that.
Maryland secondary's long, athletic, makes a lot of plays. What have you seen from them, and will this be one of the toughest secondaries you've played so far this year?
Without a doubt. I mean, they lead the nation in pick sixes. They have 15 interceptions in 8 games. That's outstanding, right? I mean, that's an elite level. And you hit it on the head. They're long, they're athletic, they're very well coached. I can see that. I look and they understand passing concepts. They understand quarterback play. They're very disciplined in their technique. I think it's without a doubt one of the best secondaries in America.
The offense hasn't been playing at its best in the recent weeks. How do you feel like the two tackles, Mogiwa and Tyler Needham, adjusted to having, Needham having to move over from left to right, and then Giwa obviously getting the start on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean that was what we needed to do to get what we believed was the best 5 on the field at once, right? Certainly not ideal that that Tyler has to jump to the other side. All in all, I thought Mo, for his first start, did a very good job. I mean, you're talking about a guy who was playing 1AA football, less than a year ago, and now all of a sudden he's starting left tackle in the Big Ten. So I think, again, now how can he grow? How can he build upon that this week? That's going to be the real question, and one we have to get an answer to, right? How do we make him better, incrementally better by Saturday?
Colin Weber's been starting to make a little bit of an impact more and more for the offense. But when he came here, he talked a lot about culture, about fit. What did you see from him on the flip side that made him a natural fit for the program?
Oh, I love the kid. I mean, just from the minute I talked to him, he was driving home from Charlotte to Michigan, and we talked on the phone for like 40 minutes. And I hung up the phone. Like, when I've been doing as long as I have, I turned to Eric Joseph, said, we got to get that kid. That kid's got to be on our team. And I was so excited when he decided to come here. It would have been easier maybe to go to Michigan State or somewhere closer to home. And the fact that he came here meant a lot to me. And he's been a tremendous fit, a tremendous addition to the offense. We're fortunate to have him.
I know you're busy, but I guess you're not surprised about Kyle Monungai's performance this past week?
Oh, I was so excited. Everybody was texting me, and I had texted him before the game, like just what I used to tell him before we played, no flowery message. And it was funny. He hits me back with the same thing you say back to me. And I was not shocked one bit. As I've said to everybody when he was coming out, and some listened and some didn't, was the way he ran in the Big Ten is exactly how he's going to run in the National Football League. And having coached in the National Football League, I know what works in that league at running back, and he's what works. He is. I heard their coach on one of the clips say he's hard to take down. That's who Kyle is. He's not gonna. I told him he's not gonna be 4-4. That's not who he is. He's hard to get down, and really pleased for him. Pleased for the Bears. I have a special place in my heart for that organization. Worked there early in my career. Was really excited when Kyle got his opportunity there, and excited for him now.
What have you seen from Farrell Nago and the way he's taken advantage of the opportunities he's gotten? I apologize.
Very good, very, very good, young, talented player. He's only going to get better and better. I can't wait to see him after an off season with Coach Brown in the weight room. He's already made huge strides, but as you can tell, he's very comfortable out there. He's a mature guy. I know you probably, I think he visited with you guys after the game, right? At the podium or no? No, okay. I thought he did that.
He came here last week.
Oh, last week. Okay, I get confused. But a very, very smart kid and a really fine athlete.
The Big Ten designated this game against Maryland as a rivalry. What are your kind of thoughts on the Big Ten designating rivalries, and do you think this could be a trophy game? I know we ask you this every year.
Yeah. Again, I think we're such neophytes in this league, and until you win games at a consistent rate over time and you have contests with people, who knows, it could, right? Right now we've played each other 5 times. They have the lead 3-2, right? So could that become, when you go back and forth in recruiting, could that become a rivalry? Sure. I don't think you can tell somebody this game's a rivalry. I know the reason we do it, and I'm fine with that. But rivalries happen organically over time, and usually they're over tough ball games, tough recruiting battles. But we'll see. I'm worried about one thing: 2:30 kickoff, having this team ready to go, and all the rest of the stuff is fluff.
Final question.
This is probably more of an off-season big picture look, but having lost Doug Eli for the season, having Darrell miss 5 or 6 games, having Braxton Kyle out for the year, how much do you think those injuries at interior of the defensive line have impacted the defense's ability to play this year?
Look, I think every time you lose a talented player, it has an effect. But you're right; that is 100% an off-season question. And look, there's a lot of things that are off-season questions. Right now, we have one thing, one mission, and that's 2:30 Maryland, and the time that we have to prepare that's left. But certainly, we'll talk about all that. I don't mean to sidestep your question, but now it's blinders. Thank you, guys.